So last week, Brian Gay won the Humana Challenge at 25 under. Just lights out. 10 under, I think. 9 or 10 under made the cut. What are your thoughts on guys going that low? And do you think that it discredits, not necessarily discredits, but upsets the amateurs at home that are trying to break 90 and trying to break 100 when they see guys on tour going 25 under?
No, it's PGA West. It's beautiful weather. I mean, you go out there with those conditions, because I go out there every other year, and it is just dome golf. It's beautiful, it's crisp, the ball stays in the air, the greens are perfect, there's no rough. I mean, it just, you're gonna shoot that. I mean, these guys are that good, and I mean, I love to see, you know, I don't want to just see guys hacking out of the rough all day, you know, stuff like that. I mean, I'd love to see some good golf. What's wrong with it?
Yeah, I agree. I love to see that kind of, I mean, there's both sides, obviously, that a lot of the guys like to see the struggles of the U.S. Open, but I think it's fun to see, but it's fun to see guys making a lot of birdies and just shooting a lot of low scores. I don't think there's anything wrong. There's a place for both, for sure.
I think it's right up the amateurs' alley. They should be happy that Brian won. One of the shortest hitters out there, so they kind of gives them some hope. So that they can look and go, okay, well, I don't know what his driving distance was that week or whatever, but I remember someone saying that it was the shortest hitter on tour currently this year to one event. So they should, exactly, have some hope. If I finally hit 240 and he's hitting at 275 or 285 or whatever he's hitting, that they're still in the ball game right there. Not lost out there with hitting it short.
Well, I mean, I think he is a short hitter, but I think he gained 20 yards.
Yeah, he was the shortest last year, 269.
Yeah, but for that tournament, he started hitting it
a little bit farther.
And you know, I think amateurs should look at it with some hope, because why did he hit it 20 yards further? I mean, I know he's working. We all know he's working with Trackman Maestro and Grant Way. They use.
Yeah, he's a great putt.
He is, but 20 yards is a big thing.
I was embarrassed
really
to play in the group. I mean, I was embarrassed to be in the putting green with them.
Yeah.
We're playing, and it just didn't belong.
There.
Every putt was just awesome.
Yeah.
You know, on the end, I mean, it didn't go in. It was, couldn't believe it didn't go in. Yeah. He's amazing around the greens.
But he is. But give him 20 yards. It's off the tee. It's big. No rough. Just sprays it.
He said, well, he changed 2 down to 2 up.
Yeah. But again, they use technology. So a lot of these tour players are using the technology to improve. I mean, they didn't improve the swing speed. They just improved the dynamics behind the ball. But gave him 20 yards. He's already an accurate player. Got a great short game. 20 yards. I mean, from hitting a 6-iron to an 8-iron, I think he's going to hit an 8-iron closer. So amateurs, they can use the same stuff the tour players do if they just research. You know, tour players really don't just work with instructors who just use video. And when they go to the manufacturers, they're trying to get their clubs completely optimized. So I think they need to go to a good fitter. And I hate to say it, but there are certain fitters, box stores, they're not doing that. They're not looking at what their club did, or the one that they currently have, to what the new one is. They're just hitting a new one and thinking, oh, that's better, so just go ahead and buy it. So they're not buying clubs to optimize their ball flight. They're just getting a new club to get a new club.
Well, they're getting sold the home run. Home run ball. You know, they get that one shot that just takes off, and that's the longest one. But it doesn't mean that that's going to match their patterns the best.
And it also goes back to your point where people don't know how to use the technology properly. Right?
But then also another point, all other sports in the world are trying to find ways to increase scoring. They're trying to ways, NHL's always made rules to increase scoring, NFL's chasing kickoffs to try and increase scoring. They're all trying to do something to increase scoring, because I think in the long run that creates excitement. But I like to see the grind of a U.S. Open every now and then, but I also like to see them go low too. I mean, I think if we just had the grind of the U.S. Open every week, people quit watching. But if it goes deep every week, we'll quit watching. I think it's good to have that.
Well, the industry's trying to lower scores, but the government bodies are not.
That's it.
Okay, so
That's a good point.
Awesome.
That's a great point.